to a first look live at the game Vampyr. Vampire? I guess it's a clever way of spelling it. This is an RPG set in Victorian London. No, I'm sorry, London during World War One. It was just released, and I was given a press key to check out. As the title of the stream in this video implies, this is a literal first look. I purposely didn't play this game up until the stream, so I can take a look at it with fresh eyes. I've been hearing about this game for like the last few months, and I really wasn't expecting it to get so much praise, so I'm curious to see how this is going to stack up. Let's see what we got here. The more lives you take, the easier the game will be. Well, we'll try to be a pacifist, right? And for anybody watching this recorded right now, this is of course the PS4 version of the game. I'll leave the chat up on the right. If it looks like not a lot of people are talking, I'll take it off later.
Under crown of stone, 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star.
There's some epic violin music, though.
Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished.
I think it's just you so far.
Answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Okay, that's a good one right there. Life is just death pending.
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all
maybe
so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
That's some nice HD beard right there. I always like games when they do like the sensory deprivation and monochrome there. Alright, we're up. I think if we learn anything from video games, we should always follow blood trails.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
hello. Uh-oh. Don't do it. Oh. That's what I'm assuming. Oh.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no. Mary! Hold on. Please, hold on. Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary. Mary. No. No. It's horrible. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain! These patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot!
Okay, that's...
This is a nightmare.
Okay, that's sprint.
I need to get out of here.
Can we climb up things? No.
This can't be happening.
The environment looks really nice. Oh.
No! Please, stop! I mean
Stop
no
that.
harm. What's going on?
You know it's a vampire game when there's violins playing.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Has it fled?
What do we have here?
Now, I can defend myself.
Technically, we're a vampire. We could defend ourselves without needing a knife. Oh,
Who
hello.
are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
I think it's published by Focus Interactive, so I want to say it's AAA. I think this is the Unreal Engine too. I know it's got a full retail. I think it's like a $50 game. Oh. Man, the environment's really impressive here.
Who are you? Stupid beast! Don't like Bernie, does it? Sorry.
Okay. Nice effect on the smelter there.
No, please, stop! Who are you?
Combat doesn't seem too complicated so far, but we'll see what happens.
What do you want?
Every game needs a violin-based soundtrack. Oh.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech!
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's son will do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
I'm surprised we don't see more games with you playing as a vampire or supernatural creature.
The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me
Guessing
go!
that's locked. Ow.
I need to find shelter.
Alright, buddy.
Is anybody there?
Mm-hmm.
What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
Oh yeah, we played the whole Crimson Court, like, when it came out. What do we have here? Hello, Foz.
What have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Alright. What do we have around here? We have some lore. Oh, lots of lore here. Hand, offhand. Here's our map. So from what I've heard, a big part about this game is deciding who to feed on, which will permanently take them basically out of the game. Yeah, I'm hoping we get some kind of news out of a new Bloodborne. I really want to hear like Bloodborne 2, Devil May Cry 5, and just whatever Nintendo's thinking about. Ooh.
Wait. This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
Kind of reminds me of the beginning of Prototype.
That's impossible.
And how we're kind of like learning about how we died and such. Okay, watch +1. Anything over here?
I can almost feel the sun's rays like a physical weight pressing against the wood.
I guess we're not going outside. The detail though is really impressive here. I like it when games go for like a really distinct look, even if it is supposed to be looking disgusting. Oh, do we now have a reflection?
12 dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown of stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as blood.
Who goes there?
A prayer for the sound of a warrior song. A child born from darkness must take scent of his.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
Alright, buddy. Schlings. We are not having a good time here finding people.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
Alright, we got a gun now. Okay. Perfect revolver. So it looks like we're going to be able to level up our gear. Let's see. Alright, so pistol's going to be in our secondary hand. Well, sounds like something evil's going on here. I'm guessing this ends the prologue.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it.
Don't know. This is the most gritty Twilight reboot I think we've seen. Oop.
Rational thinking only.
Somebody tells me that ended the game. We wouldn't be here right now. I still haven't decided if that's clever or hokey, spelling vampire like that. Well, you can see the actual bullet hole in his shirt.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, who tames blinding sun into a glowing reflection.
Alright, let's see. How badly evolving rest, spend experience. Oh, vampire skills. Alright, so what are some of the skills we have? You will block your target's blood in their veins. Nice. Let's see. Spring. Drain your own blood. Shadow Vortex, nice. What is this, Avatar? We're going to do some blood betting, apparently. How is a medical bag and cartridge bag of vampire power? Alright, well, we only have one choice here, folks. Oh, wait. So that one choice goes into another level. Alright, so then what's the split? You trade more blood to heal yourself instantly, or lose instant health and gain more regeneration. Yay. We're a vampire now, folks. To unlock an aggressive skill. Alright, so what should we get? Claws, a spear made out of blood, or a shadow miss. Alright. So that does 25, 25. I would like to see more games tackle, like supernatural creatures. I'm going to go for the blood spear. That sounds pretty nice. Oh, and here we go again. You throw a large blood. This massive deals greater damage, or multiple for hitting different characters. Let's see. Okay, so I can look at each one before we decide. So claws. You cut through. You now gain blood. Or you can do a stun. And then let's see what the shadow miss is. Shadow explosions increase range, and the shadow will pull. Damn. Alright, well, let's try Shadow Mist then. So it's looking like you spend your experience, and then that gives you the level. Not bad.
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Alright. Well, looks like we have our first bit of quests here. Uh-oh. It is on PC, PS4, Xbox One. I don't think it's on the Switch, but I don't know 100%.
Where is it? Who's closed?
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
Oh.
My head's spinning.
Uh-oh.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
I cannot enter.
Clever fucking beasts!
But of course we gotta take time to loot. Oh good, a steak. Okay, so we can adjust. There's our specials.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Over there!
Go back home.
Vermin!
Die, vermin! Here you go.
There's a strength. A strength I never knew I had.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna stake a vampire hunter. Now that's some poetic justice right there.
Oh, this one stinks already. See them fancy clothes? This one's...
Okay, press X to blast an enemy. Alright. Oh, damn.
Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire. I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
Oh, that's my heal. I should probably lock on. There we go. Okay. Here you go, buddy. Have fun.
My strength. My reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
I want to say the fact you can create blood shadows is a pretty good indication of that. Okay, so my first power, the L1, is basically like my Estus flask. Do I even have it anymore? Let's see. No, he lost his gun, I guess after he shot himself with it. Wait, can I get it back? Oh no, wait. I can use it. 6 bullets. Alright. I don't think I have any... Let's see. Can I swap? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I only need bullets, unfortunately. Alright. I can't walk on water, sadly. So far, it seems pretty linear, but I'm going to bet that's going to open up fairly quickly. Here's some lore. Again, the game takes place during World War I.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
So if I want more blood, I need to stun them. Wonder when we'll turn into a bat.
It's locked.
Did I miss something? Ah. Whee!
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
Okay, so this is our vampire vision. Again, why does a vampire need money? No treasure chest yet. Oh!
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Now that's from Vampire the Masquerade right there.
What will London have to say to me?
Yep, I played all the way through. If I remember, I liked the Fire Hammer. I think you get that from the DLC.
I've so many
but also
questions
the
to
Hunter's
ask.
Axe was good for me. Now where are we?
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
Well, death and taxes go together, right?
The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it.
Of course.
I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead
Didn't
me
I tell
to
you
my
guys earlier? We
assailant.
just follow blood. There you go, vampire vision.
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
That's great. I know that's the right way. I'm just making sure there's no secret stuff around. Damn, that's some angry violin
There's
playing.
no one in sight.
Huh. Let's see. So we were in Southwark. Yeah. Might as well keep to the quest line here.
Where has everyone gone? According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
The new house available. Of course it does. Violin always adds a touch of class. Alright. I'm assuming this is our hideout. Yep. Alright. You can craft medical to heal serums, boost yourself, or weapon upgrades. We can treat cold? Damn. Wait, there's migraine medicine? I could use some of that. Let's see. If we had... Looks like those parts, we can upgrade to tier 2. I believe so. Alright, so we can either sell the watch or scrap it. I think this is more open RPG, not open world, but the night is young, I guess. Yeah, I only I'll be able to explore everywhere in this. Oh.
At last, a little life.
Welcome, sir, to the Turquoise Turtle.
Oh, go, we can see all their blood.
Oh, God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
He doesn't drink wine. Alright, so here's our little dialogue tree here.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And, sir...
Yes?
No funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
We're gonna have a vampire on vampire fight.
No,
So the idea is we can talk, interact with
Good evening,
everybody.
sir. I want...
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes.
Okay.
Been
So I
there,
can skip the
seen
dialogue
that.
here.
Don't worry, things can only get worse.
What's going on around here?
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
Alright.
I'll leave you to your...
He's busy drinking. Anybody else in here? I thought I saw someone back here, though.
He didn't deserve this. Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom, then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
I just want to talk.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I'll leave then.
Alright, let's see.
You again.
It's not letting
Why
me
is
do
it
anything
going
else.
to be a long night?
You must be new around here.
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
We're gonna have to solve some murders, it looks
Thank
like.
you. Goodbye.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away from this place.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire! Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself!
I need a word. With anyone.
That's a nice effect of, like, seeing how their weaknesses are represented, how they
That's
perceive
something
them.
I can do for you. And who might you be?
Okay, what do we have here? Oh, nice. We can see his blood quality here. Alright, so that's all the people there. These are the ones we found so far. Alright, let's go for this.
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact,
I think the only problem with that is that the difficulty is tied to how many people you kill.
The calling card of a vampire, like you.
Let's see.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I am performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
Alright, well, we know his name now.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Okay.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docs have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor? That explains a great deal. We are both chasing the same shadow.
I don't know. I don't think so, because if we were following the woman would probably be different than this one.
No, we are not. I seek the cruel predator who brought this upon me. This is my personal affair.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
Get into an awesome vampire versus vampire fight, of course. I think this represents points of no return. I'm gonna say we're gonna kill him.
I'll end him.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Alright.
I'm certain we shall meet again.
Wait, so there's a blood trail, or is that where we came from?
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Let's see what she knows.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I have a feeling we're going to be hearing a lot of violin playing tonight, folks. Which I'm perfectly fine with.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam.
That's
Please tell me what's going on.
Say.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Alright, well, so we have a
William Bishop.
Will
suspect
was a sailor
here.
who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Okay, so a hint. Let's see what we got here. We need blood. Okay, well, by knowing more about the person, we get better blood from them. Just like in real life, right, folks?
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have.
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger.
Okay. So because we found that bit...
Talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he...
Alright.
Not long ago, this mess would have given me a laugh.
Been to India.
Alright. Something tells me I can't just shadow warp down there.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's
been
done to me? To this city?
I'm assuming we're gonna get some better clothing at some point. I thought that was sparkling. Ah, here it is. I think that's a play off of Starship Troopers. Alright, guess we're gonna have that vampire on vampire fight. Hello, buddy. Oh. Maybe not.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim.
Looks like one of the guys who was after us.
Armed. He tried to defend himself. What's this? Some sort of note.
Pruin? So leech must be code for vampire.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters. Blood and empty gin bottles. This Bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Alright, can I just warp? There we go. Yeah, about being a heavy drinker. Sword in one hand, stake in the other. Alright. Oh. There's a leech on the loose. Oh. I'll take that. Thank you, buddy. Let me see. Can I bring it back up again? Alright. So it's giving us the general location. We have to look in here for it. Ooh. Like how it all sounds like a... Is it here? Oh, maybe not. Nah. The vampire's on the loose, and they don't want to send any rookies out to get them. Oh, wait. equip and press triangle, use range.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets.
Alright, we have our gun.
Like I'm back on the front line again.
If the man says a blood.
Press L3. Yep, we did that. Some moves are more resistant. Okay. Physical, range, powers, and shadow. So they are very resistant to bullets.
You've got one job, and that's to find it.
This one's resistant to nothing.
But why do they hide where it's so damn cold? Trust the leech, boys!
Oh.
Look behind me!
There you go, buddy.
Christ, he's dead! Filthy piece of shit!
I'll take some blood. There we go. Alright, so I can use my blood to heal. Alright. So can I, like, jump down on them? Whee!
We won't see any of these bastards back here again.
Hello, buddy.
Over there!
He's got a poker. Alright, so gunner there. Let's see. Oh.
Stupid beast! Watch out, lads!
There we go. Okay, so there is a delay. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to switch. There we go. It's a little unintuitive, the weapon selecting. Because I'm pressing right, but it shows down on that UI in the bottom left. Good thing everybody has bullets. What's this? Ah. Alright, back to the blood hunting here. Uh-oh. Rats are located near hideouts.
This is despicable.
It was about how you're not... It's a common mistake to try and hunt vampires by going into their hideouts. They want you to wait until they're out hunting and then you go in. Goodbye. The combat is a little basic, at least for right now. No Dark Souls vampires, I'm afraid. Ooh. Alright, so We can upgrade my weapon. Can I upgrade my stake? Apparently, but not yet. Alright, so this can become level 2. Okay, and then we can choose one of these two. And we can upgrade to tier 3 as well. Alright, so I guess this is what allows us to save. So I can upgrade this, right? But I need to hit... So the general idea is that our skills are tiered based on what our overall level is. And of course, if we add more to it. So if I wanted to, we could upgrade our bite. Increase your blood capacity. I'm going to improve our bite. Oh. Now that should take me to level 4. I want to see something here. Okay, so it looks like there is no progressive cost. As in, as I level up, the cost to unlock other stuff goes up with it. So basically, as long as I keep getting experience, I can upgrade as much as I so choose. But if I'm going to get all the crazy fancy powers, it's going to cost a lot of experience, or aka a lot of blood. Let's see. Can I get this? That is true. It's easier to kill something that can't move. I don't have enough. I'm 100 short. Oop. Oh. I doubt the enemies respawn. That'll be a little silly. Where's Chow? That's usually his line.
I have this thirst for blood.
Alright. I think I missed something in here. That's a dead person. I gotta try to retain my humanity. There's some shillings. Ah, here we go. So enemies do respawn. Now, do we get experience? I didn't notice.
Over there!
Nice damage. Okay. So it looks like we do not get experience for killing... Okay, we have 5 points of experience. So what they're trying to do then is blood is going to be your main way of leveling up, and probably completing quests as well.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Uh-oh. There's 2 people in there.
We've done it before.
Oh, a scythe. Equip to an press triangle, use its special ability. Scythe, eh? That's 99 to 58. So I take the scythe out, then I can't use my gun or my stake.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Looks like something bad's about to happen.
Dearest friend, you're my last and dearest friend.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Vampire fight time. Whoa! Hey, buddy, don't bite me. That's my job. Ow. Backstab. Alright. So he's actually weak to bullets, it looks like. Doesn't matter though, because we got him. First, we loot.
William, please, stop.
Alright, so I can heal. Hello, buddy.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
We got some steampunk now?
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed this drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Oh, good. Now we're going to do some detective work.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Oh, different species of vampires. That's just what we need. I think this ends the first part of the game. Or the first chapter. Oh, we've gone from violin to piano music, folks. Now I assume we're gonna get some new clothes. I played Bloodlines,
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital.
not the first
just
one.
across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy.
The doctor sounds like the guy
London
from
as peaceful as she
Undying.
appears from the middle of the canal. If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I like violin more, but I do like piano
I
music
thought
too.
you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research.
The slums look really
What a turn of
nice.
fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment.
Anybody
to
want to make a
contemplate
Dr.
your,
Acula joke?
Predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes.
There we go.
So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Bloodlines is a very interesting game, Draken. They release, I know, several fan-made patches to improve it, but it's very much that style of an RPG first, action game like second or third. The beginning of the game is really good. It also has one of the best survival horror kind of sections when you visit a hotel, but any more than that I would be spoiling it. It may be worth it just to do that one part alone.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Oh, no.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's on Steam, and I think it's on GOG.
Will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane.
I'm liking the game so far. Really good attention to detail of the environments. combat could be a little bit more involved, but again, I think a lot is going to be coming down to the choices and such that you make. Alright, we got a little bit more experience. Oh. What is going on over here? Oh.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river, dry it all.
Great.
Boss, to give me a good phone.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Oh, boy. Let's try to be nice.
A good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place.
The chat is making me want to do evil things,
Cox.
folks.
Let me assist you to that better place.
The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. Let's see what happens. But he's so weak.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Oh, God. I love this music. Oh. Alright, we gotta release him, fine.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
What happened?
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
We may have no choice but to drink soon.
Whoa, I feel giddy.
Oh wait, did I see loot? Red rum, red rum. Oh, jeez. Piano music just kicked in there, didn't it? So everyone is basically a named person in this game.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Alright. Oh man, that's a lot of blood we can get from her. Okay, so we're not strong enough yet to even try and take her. Alright, so we don't have any hints.
I'm not familiar with all the stuff.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about, Nurse?
I don't think so.
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Nurse Brannigan, if you...
No, I may disagree.
Oh, man.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett.
No, we look pretty dapper in our
For
coat.
us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing him.
Alright, so we know a little bit more about Tippett. Oh, that improves his blood quality.
Goodbye, Nurse.
I guess I can't pull out my weapons here, obviously. Alright. So here we are. Can I zoom the map a little bit more out? No. There's our points here. Alright, so here's our entire staff. And again, I'm free to pick and choose to keep them alive, or, you know.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember...
Huh. Let's see. No, we can't do that yet.
I'd like to see your...
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable...
Everybody has a gun. Go for a shotgun. Shotgun shells. We have bullets. These are the parts we can use to upgrade. Let's see.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doc.
Alright, so we can't do anything there yet.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by paper.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor.
So what do you do exactly?
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess.
Since you're on the front.
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings.
It sounds like things have been...
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient out...
Go there yourself if you want.
Huh? Not in the garden of good and evil. Good.
Goodbye, Milton.
Alright.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse.
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find...
Thank you.
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital.
Let's see, we get anything from her?
I would like to ask if you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the...
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more...
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than...
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Alright, so there's somebody... Oh. Wait, did he just move all the way around there that fast?
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Man, a lot of people to talk to here.
That's Pembroke nowadays.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries.
You guessed right, Doctor.
Oof.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't.
No offense.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elm.
And so this is only, it's going to be a fairly long game. There's the guy.
It's locked.
Alright. Let's see if we can find our way to this garden. Oh. Pay no attention to the doctor walking around with a stake and a weapon here. Okay. Oop. So there's that. Alright, so whoever this guy is, it's somewhere right around here.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Dun dun. I'll take that. Definitely. At least the other guy didn't hear me. Time to pull in the old vampire vision. Alright, so he's weak to bullets. Oopsie. Well, that worked. I'll take that. Where's Kratos when you need him? Heal up a little bit more. Ooh. And I'll take your... And nobody heard any of that noise we just had. Where is everybody? Yeah. It's definitely not on the complicated side. Oh, there's his wallet. And we're picking through trash. Aw. Anybody else over here that needs to die? So we got them all. Alright, quick work his way back to the hospital. There we go.
My blood and soul.
Lots of doctors here. Man. Where did Milton go? Oh, there he is. Here you go, buddy.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet. With all the money.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Milton.
There you go, we got some more experience. So yeah, we could probably spend like the next 5-10 minutes just walking around talking to everybody here.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Thank you.
We've spoken to her already. What about you?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Well, we could mesmerize them, sorry.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Let's see.
Are you sat?
Well, it's clear.
I won't lie to you about it.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable.
In other circumstances, you would... Tell me about it.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter.
No more clues.
Goodbye for now,
him.
Mr.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Alright. Oh, good. Just take random stuff from the medicine cabinet.
How can we be sure we're making a difference?
Let's see, who are you?
Good evening, Doctor. I believe...
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. I am Thoreau Strickland. Dr. Thoreau Strickland.
Let's see.
Please, could you tell me something?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood.
I based my technique on my mentor's research.
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just...
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty.
You're not the first one to warn me. But I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the Ravager.
We got more clues about him.
I'm not ashamed to admit...
Oop. Alright, so whenever we see the vampire Y here, this is a soft choice here. There's going to be this is going to push us in a direction we can't go back from. We'll be nice to him.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific...
This epidemic...
The question is whether it will actually matter in terms of story, or is it more like the Telltale style, more of a personal effect?
Goodbye.
Alright. So many people to talk to. Hello, buddy.
Good evening. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean?
You know, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. Please
Everybody is trading stuff here.
It's just trinkets.
Oh, good. We get some opium.
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive and then sadly depart.
It's locked, all right.
Let's see if we can learn more about him.
Have we met before?
I don't think so.
When we first talked, you said you were glad.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few...
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Lovely.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows haven't...
Goodbye, Mr.
Alright. Let's find our office, and we can also level up at the same time. There we go.
Not now.
Again, we're just gonna steal from every room in this hospital. Oh, a hacksaw. Okay, so we can equip multiple weapons. 65 versus 58. Alright, folks, thanks for watching. Have a good night. 58 versus 65, 15, 15. Okay, this uses a little bit more stamina. I'll take it. I'm surprised not more people are watching, although I suppose everybody is playing Vampyr right now.
I cannot enter.
El Gordo's on a spoiler embargo here, so
it's definitely
he's not going to be watching this while we're playing it.
Relegated to the shadows, a kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Oh, so we're basically House if he was a vampire. Let's see. Oh, there's lots of violin music. I almost said vampire music. Although vampire and violin may be apt there. Let's see. It almost beggars belief. So that's where that term came from. Like the period, I mean.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Sure doesn't need blood? Alright, so there's our own little hidey hole. Alright. So here we go. We can treat stuff. You first analyze the component you found to unlock new recipes. So it'll be this. Huh. So if someone has one of those issues, we can cure them. can I upgrade my... No, wrong one. My hacksaw. I need a handle part for that.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it.
Oh. Nice.
I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Let's see. Where can we go? I suppose we should be crafting more stuff. I can't fill that pot up with water. Alright, so we basically save here. I like that little transition, too. Alright, can I upgrade my Shadow Mist? Not until we get to level 8. I'm about to sneeze. Oh, I just lost my sneeze in mid-sneeze there, folks. Alright, I'm gonna go for this. So I can have 2 skills kind of assigned at any time. Let's see. Yeah, let's go for it. So that should take me to level 6. It didn't. But I could unlock some of these spells. Alright, so that will save the game and move us to the next night.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
That is a pretty good question here.
Come on, I don't have all night.
What's she doing?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor.
I may have a solution.
No.
In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical
Oh,
products
by the
can be
way,
used in a
folks,
pinch instead.
there was a message
Now, where's
before
the
this
hospital
game
storeroom?
began.
The storeroom. Fat chance.
I'll say
This
after
is
this.
the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used...
Perhaps I should look there first.
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital.
Good. As I was saying, there was a message at the beginning of this game that said, do not attempt any of the remedies or things you see here as actual medical practice. So
It's
folks,
locked, all right.
nobody try to create cures for migraines and all that stuff after watching this game. Or go around biting people and sucking their blood also. That also, I think, needs to be mentioned. Oh, it's on the 3rd floor. Oh. I wonder if enemies scale to our level or not. Of course. But I at least have to give the warning. That absolves me of anything, right? Oh,
it's
good.
Locked.
Mysterious morgue in a hospital. I'm sure nothing bad is in here. Oop. Dungeon transition. Oh, I gotta equip that skill we got too. I almost forgot. Stun them and then blow them up. I will say, so far from when I played, I am genuinely surprised about how much I'm liking it. I kind of completely tuned this game out over the last few months, so not to get spoiled or anything along those lines. Uh-oh. I hear trouble around here, folks. Alright, so let me see. Okay, so it's set to R2. So I only have a total of 4 skills equipped at any time. And nobody noticed me walking around. I'm assuming if we go out, that's going to transition us back to the overworld. Ooh. Well, nothing in here. Evil related. Let's see. Can't tell if he's pointing his head at something. Alright. Ah, okay, I see. If you look on the UI there, it's showing me the floor transitions of where everything is. Uh-oh. Hello, vampire. Let's see what this power does. Oh, hey! It's my blood. There we go.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Alright. There's more where that guy came from.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective.
Yeah, we need to do that.
They do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Ooh. What are we gonna use a cigarette case for?
It's locked, all right.
As a vampire, can I just break these doors down?
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Thank you, John. Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, hello. Thank you for the transfusion, buddy. Alright, so when he's doing that, I can't hurt him. He's kind of getting ready for a counter. Alright, got him. Yeah, I do want to upgrade my stamina, too. Alright, bullets. Okay. So what does up and down do? And again, the more blood or the more people we kill, essentially gives us more wiggle room for the experience. Alright, 2 floors down. Guess we're going to the basement. Whoa! Where the hell did he come from? Link. Let's see. I think I've explored these rooms. So let's head on down. Oh. Alright, so he is weak to guns. Again, that's what that red mark means, I believe.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after me.
There we go. I kind of got him stuck in the shadow by keeping him there with my attacks. I wonder if I can stun and then put up a blood shadow and blow him up. But then we don't get that precious, precious blood. Uh-oh. Don't mind me. Uh-oh. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so you can see we're getting very, very little experience from killing enemies, because that's not how they want you to level up. Let's see. There's somebody over there. What's this? Equipment press triangle to directly absorb blood. Yep, exactly.
It's locked.
Oh. Oh, hello. Oh, good. Okay. So these are the quests. So that opens out, so we have to talk to Tippett and Brannigan to hopefully figure out what happened there. Not bad.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps?
So we're basically a vampire doctor who helps people live and solves crimes as well. That sounds like a CPS drama right here.
Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman.
The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Alright, Tippets. You keep doing bad things and you know what's going to happen. Oh, and we go after a bad guy or morally gray character who kills other bad guys. So we're like Dexter, too. Alright. So we're going to have to go say hi to that vampire, or that skull, in the other room. Does he see me? Yeah, he sees me. Let's see. Oh, not bad. So I can kind of use my stun explosion combo to rip them apart. Alright, anybody else in here need to get staked? Oh, uh-oh. Oh boy, I got a big guy here. Whoa! Oh, friendly fire. Right. So this guy apparently... Whoa, 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 whoa. Doesn't... Oh, he completely resists bullets. What has he got? Shadow clones? Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, but nice Victorian music, though. Alright, so he is not losing stamina here. Good news is that I can't get hurt by my own explosions.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Any loot up here for me? Oh, we unlock something new. I assume the workbenches are kind of quote-unquote set in the dungeons, so that if you need to get more blood or more serum, you don't need to leave and then come back. Alright. I think I would like... Actually, hold on here. Okay. So that stuns. This just absorbs blood. I believe I probably want them both equipped. Although, this stuns enemies. Alright. What I'm thinking is, it's a pretty interesting system. So, if I choose more stun-based weapons, then I can get in for the bite and get the blood back and do damage that way. But if the enemy's resistant to it, then I can use something like this as just to get blood. Because without it, I can't use any of my fancy powers there. Let's see. Do any of my melee weapons cause stun? No. No, they do not. Although maybe we'll find some as time goes on. And you can see we got a lot... Oh, where'd you come from? Alright, well, we're getting blood back. Oh. So they do not get parried easily. They don't get knocked out of their attack animation too easily in this. Well, we're better off than when we started that fight, so that's good. But I do want to upgrade these weapons. Where the hell did you come from, buddy? Okay, so that's showing me that there's two. Uh-oh, maybe more than two. Let's see. Stun and then go for the bite. And you gotta be really careful when you're fighting more than one guy. Alright, you're done. So we can stun or blow him up. I'm expecting him to jump at me in any second here. Got him. Okay, so as long as we don't take advanced damage, like from fire or stuff like that, we will auto-regen after fighting. Why is it pointing? Okay. It's not. It's assuming we're outside. Like it's not showing us the way to the out to the door. So we have to go there first, and then it goes from there. I can go over there now. I'm liking the game. I guess I'll ask this on Discord as well. If people want to see me do a full play of it, or there is interest. Or maybe I'll do that cultist simulator run, I don't know. So we can head back to the hospital. Gotta be back over here. Oh, look, it's Clay.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I said.
And why?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive.
Oh, he's fatigued.
Do you ever think about
the wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him.
What did he want?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
Only the strongest.
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Doctor.
That man was determined to murder you.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward.
Nice.
How is your hospital?
This is a shitty place with shitty...
This guy is not making it easy to keep him alive, isn't he, folks?
With the Pembroke staff.
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
Nice guy.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Are we going to have to kill him? Let's see. Does he have anything I can use?
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'd like to...
Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
I would wish I could see what the what crafting materials I need from here. I think we need a handle. I don't think we get that option, although maybe we do. I don't know. Where is our... Oh, there's the priest.
Good evening, Mr.
Dr. Reed, is it?
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly...
Thank you, Doctor. That's...
Let's see.
How did you end... I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused.
Why did he...
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here.
You dared to enter this...
I'm just a man trying to help it.
Wasn't there... There was a show from the 90s that dealt with a vampire detective. Was it Forever Night? Because I remember that was another big one back during the day. Let's see.
Do you know Tom Watts?
Tom? Yes, of course. Always to help.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The
Let's see. Anything personal?
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really. But I recognized Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor.
Oh, I think we know what he does
Goodbye,
for a living. Alright. Where is... Okay. There's Brannigan.
Good evening, Nurse Brent.
Good evening, Doctor.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused the patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
What should we say, folks? I'm gonna say we understood.
I can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford to lose Dr. Tippett's.
Alright.
Goodbye, nurse.
Alright, now where is... There he is.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett's, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Alright.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was this patient?
I don't know.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Let's see.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
What can you tell me?
Some are really good, and others are...
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl.
So everybody likes Brannigan.
Her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about...
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's...
Ah, yes, the burden of command.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good...
Alright.
Goodbye, Dr. T.
Alright, so what should we do? Should we keep him on staff? Or should we get him to resign? He seems to want to do good work. Alright, this is the one.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swan...
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be
Pepper, I know...
Yes. Milton Hooks is my...
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke,
We break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no...
Let's see. I believe we talked to Brannigan again. Where is she? There's a patient. It's good thing we kind of have like this X-ray vision, and these people move around really fast. Just follow them by their blood. Where is this woman? It's weird. They seem to kind of like warp around when you're not actively near them. Oh, there's Clay again. Definitely going for more of a slow burn. Oh wait, what the hell is that? Oh. What the hell is that thing right there?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
I don't know what you've heard about me.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you...
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial...
We can at least agree on something.
Well,
Thank you
that
for
does
your
not
time.
like me. Alright, where did she go? Okay, there she is.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doc.
Alright.
I've decided that I won't...
I'm so glad you share my point of view.
I hope you're right.
Dr. Tippett must regain his confidence.
Oh, I get it. We got him to leave. We could have done that. And then she's one hint away from being ready to be you-know-what. So these are all the people we can talk to in this area. They're still there. Alright.
Goodbye, nurse.
So from here, we can go up and make that cure.
I cannot enter.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, so let's get bonus blood. Fatigue. Oh, we got experience for that too. Alright. How do we upgrade this? Okay, so it gives us more blood by upgrading. Very interesting. So we could get it to the point where the knife can just basically drain all the blood we need to perform our skills. Interesting. Alright, I need 2 more handle parts. Can I drain this now? Yeah, tiny common, the other one's the other one. So there's 2.5, that'll take up to 10. I think the blood absorption is better. What do you guys think? I want to buy some of those handle parts though. Yeah, so I don't think the combat is going to be that complicated, but I think it does what it needs to do, if that makes sense.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr.
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Okay.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Okay then.
Who are these?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time.
Okay then.
The staff here are not...
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking...
I see.
Thank you, mortal, but do not...
Oh, we got a new investigation apparently.
I'll leave you.
Let's see. Here it is. Alright, so that's done, that's done. Alright, we'll see if we can save her. Alright, let's see what's going on here. I don't think we have that option. I think we can just kill people.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed.
Alright, so we need to know more.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Nice. So it basically gives us the general direction and we need to hunt it down. So there are people in there. Well, that looks suspicious. If we get too far away, I'm assuming the marker will pop up. Yep. Ooh. What the hell? Ooh, hello. Ooh, he's level 14. Good thing people just leave random money around. Wait a minute. Alright, so I can't fall into the water. I'm assuming finding somebody 9 levels above me wouldn't be too smart. Wish this little teleport was further. Close. Let's see. Oof.
A leech! A leech!
Harm me, buddy. Alright. We've got to get up there. Maybe it's right over here. Yep, just as I thought. Yeah, not bad. Let's see. Oh, wait. Good, a small bag of junk. Just what I needed. Alrighty then. It was saying that they were investigating. They heard rumors of someone saying they were a vampire. So they went to investigate her. It's time for a test, folks. exploit this. You saw how much damage he just did to me, right? Oh, this will be dead. I think he killed himself there. I don't think we're ready to fight him. Alright, let's disengage. How far do we have to go? Oof. Yeah, so there's definitely some RPG abstraction here. Alright, can we just ignore him? Hmm? Yeah, I can't fight him. So I was right, there's a loose RPG system here. Alright, I think this guy's all alone. That shotgun hits me, it could kill. So what's the punishment for death? Alright, so you can fight higher up enemies, but you really aren't supposed to. Not bad. I can see why they do it. It's also a way of that allure of killing humans to get more power. Load times are a little annoying, but it seems to only load on sleeping and major events. Excuse me. We'll probably go for another like 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, so where do we go? We didn't lose too much progress. I think I lost more blood than I did anything else. Alright, so let me see if we can head to this office. Steal more money from people. So this is just basically me going to an area I'm not supposed to be at. It's gotta be right there. Oh, he moved. Don't want to get hit by a shotgun. I can loot him around the corner. shotgun hits me, it's gonna rip me apart. Give me your blood. Yeah, even find somebody so many levels above, we're not getting experience for it. I think I like this strategy. Goodbye. Alright, so we're getting close, folks.
There's more and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye, but the guards recruit more and more every year.
It's gotta be in this general area. Where's this new hideout? Nice. Thank you, game. Don't think we have enough. I need one more. Yeah, then we'll go for this. If I rest, I think that resets the enemies. Alright, so it's definitely below.
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye, but the guards recruit more and more every year.
Yeah, this works. Use a scalpel to take the blood, and then use it to power my specials. There we go. I'll take some loot. Alright, that's our target right there. How do I get up there? I don't have a jump button for anybody watching. Ooh. Don't want to fight him right now. Hit the wrong button there. That was my bad. 2. Jump on me, buddy. That should take me to the top. He's right there.
It's one of them!
Oh, it's not what we want to see here. Oh, I am so dead. Can we just warp? Nope, it's not letting me warp. We must have to disengage. I think until I level up more, I really safely can't be in this section. We were here before. Alright. Oop, are they fighting each other?
Steady, boys! We've got one of them!
He's still alive? Ooh, what is that? Interesting. Alright, so we're gonna head back to the hospital, turn the quest, and then I suppose I should level up. Ah, there's Dorothy.
Finally, you've returned.
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you...
Many thanks, Doctor. When you...
Okay. Disease citizen.
My sweet girl. Treats me like a bull.
Good evening. I'm Dr...
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk.
I suppose that this pain is the reason.
Yes. And no.
Could you at least...
Mortimer.
Well, we might as well help him.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir.
You're not a burden, sir.
And you have my gratitude.
There we go, we made him better.
Tell me about it.
I don't want to talk.
Oh.
How
So painful, I'd rather not.
Oh.
I have to go now.
Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, madam.
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan.
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer.
What do you think of your reception?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other...
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially well...
Tell me more about your...
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid...
I share your
I don't expect compensation, Doc.
No, verify what's going on there.
Goodbye.
Where is she? Thank you, game. Where's that ambulance driver? Maybe he has something I can buy.
Good evening. Please show. Of course. It's just...
Nope, I can't use any of this. It's a little bit annoying trying to find people.
My sweet girl.
Let's see. There's Tibbets. Okay, there's Pippa. Perfect.
Good evening. Good evening. Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
That voice sounds so familiar. Alright, Pippa.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor.
Let's see. Well,
Goodbye,
let me investigate further. Alright. That's what he wants.
It's locked, all right.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
We'll probably wrap up the stream in a few minutes, though.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Let's go for this.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind.
Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Alright. Anything I can steal from here? Ooh. So that's something about that issue with the guy. Oop. Scholar. Bat-shaped woman. Oh boy. Only tells I won't be fighting that soon. Huh, we get experience for lore hunting too. Alright. Huh. I can jump out my balcony. Alright, can I upgrade? Yes, I can. Increases damage. Oh. I think I'm gonna keep to damage for this. Because if I use this for blood, then I only need 2 blood weapons. Alright. First potential move. Let's see. Can't do that yet. Let's go for more health. Oh, okay, so the more we spend, that's how we level up. I gotcha. Control, time increase. Ooh. Nice. Make that bite stronger. this too. And we'll definitely upgrade this when the time comes. Alright, I'll save my blood for later on. Uh-oh. What happened? Every night the constant may improve degree. Ooh. Well, nobody's dead yet, so that's good. Oh, I leveled up. Apparently these places are not doing so good. We have to talk to the hospital benefactor. Because we need money here. I upgraded my hacksaw and the syringe. Let's see. Oh, there's our friend Milton.
Let's see. Good evening, Dr. Strange.
And good evening to you, Doc.
Have you heard any talk of black...
If you're running some official inquiry, you had better question the patients. They know more than the staff, especially...
Let's see.
Tell me more about your...
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me, Mr. Fiddick.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial...
Because he is a proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement...
I agree. But that does not...
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine.
Let's see.
Tell me, Thoreau.
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced...
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill...
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him.
Goodbye, Doc.
Oh, look who it is.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp... The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients...
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better...
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers...
I'm a scientist. My trade is...
I will gladly answer every question.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your...
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Excuse my impertinence, your lady.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it.
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Alright, folks. I think we're at the 3-hour mark here, so I think it is time to wrap it up for the evening. So, if you guys want to see more of it, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I'm enjoying the game so far. We'll see if it keeps up, though, or if the combat gets a little too repetitive. But, have a great night, folks. I'll be back around 9:30 or 10 Eastern tomorrow night. And we will see what happens then. But until next time, have a good evening, everybody.